Hello everyone, Chuppergaming here. Today we're trying something different, not the same like the usual Dark War, but today we're trying another game called Warpath Ace Shooter. The game is developed by LilithGames. It's the same developer studios that have developed Rise and Kingdom. The game have been in the field for many years and it have been getting my side, and I've been eager to actually try it out. And this week I decided to give it a go and actually jump in and see exactly what Warpath is providing. Today we're going to have a complete overview for it, giving you an overview about what to be expecting from this game, what the game is about, and in the end I'm going to share my personal point of view around the game and the type of content it's providing. This is going to be my very first impression about Warpath. So let's just dive in. So we're starting with what is Warpath. It's an RTS game that you're gonna be building your own base, which going to be your army, and then you have in buildings, you have instructions, you have in barracks, and we're having the main building in the base going to be the command center. Everything going to be all around the command center. And then we're having the barracks where we're going to be building a different type of army. We're having units with a different style. We're having tanks with 3 different types. We're having the light tank, we're having the medium tank, and we're having the heavy tanks. And not only this, but as well there is 3 type of, we can say, school, military. Gonna be having 3 type of them. We're having the vanguard. Well, let's first, we're going to talk about the units later on. There is as well officers, which considered the heroes. So the first thing we're going to be having an overview over the base and what it is included in it. We're having, like I said, the very first building you're going to be having going to be the command center. This one is the first building you'll be having, and all the type of buildings around, you're going to be having it as this is the main building you need to be focusing on to be upgrading as soon as possible. Or the upgrade system is really different than any other games I've played, which in this time it's having some type of different resources required for it. As an example, if we go for any other buildings than the command center, we're going to be taking any of the barracks here. Let's take this one and then upgrade. When we go for the upgrade, you'll see that we're having 3 different type of resources. And these resources, it can be changed or not, it will be increasing and getting some type of different resources when it's increasing the highest level to a higher level. And then we're having other building where we can actually produce this currency or items or resources. And at the same time, we're able to be attacking the armored battalion to be getting this kind of materials. There is a lot of it. And if we're checking here, we're having the Raven. The Raven can be considered a mini boss spread around in the map where we can be attacking them, and we're going to be getting an extra resources from it. We're having speed ups. We're having the ammo that can be used to be upgrading the units. And if we're checking the map as an example here, you'll see that the map is pretty much massive map. It feels like there is no end for it. We're having a lot of fog that we need to be erasing. And with every time we're erasing it, there is we're having a chance to get actually some extra resources on the end. Like if we go back to the big map, you'll see these boxes as an example. We're able to find it randomly, and we can be getting some resources for upgrading the buildings. We're having wood plank, and we're having the steel. Simply loot, boom, we're having extra resources upget. Now for the units or the troops we're having in the game, there is the units or the troops can be having, or it's not can be actually, there is a lot of types for it. We're having the infernally, well, let's first go to the building where we can be having an overview of them. So right now we're having the classic units manual, and if we're checking it out, we're having 3 type or 3 factions or 3 schools, 3 type of military that will be added in the game. We're having the infantry, we're having medium tanks, we're having heavy tanks, we're having rocket launchers, fighter planes, and bombers. And it's the same thing with the other types. I've heard that there will be different types or a unique units for each of these armory, but that will be coming later. The units can be upgraded. If having a look over the units itself, we're having an upgrade to be upgrading it with the XP. We're having poets that need to be collected. And then we're having promote. Promote is the same like any other games. We're having the need to be having copies of the same unit. Or we can be using different units. It depends on the level you're going to be going for. We're having a modify to be having some extra stats on that unit. As an example, we're having the firepower. This is the attack in this game. We're having parts. Parts can be considered some extra accessories on the unit to be increasing its stats with a specific stat. So having the blast radius to be increasing the firepower, troop speed, load time, and the firepower extra. And yeah, we're having a lot of selection here that we can be choosing from, and we're having so many that will be giving us even more to be working around building a better units or a better army. We're having the Air Force if you're liking to be sending your planes to be attacking any spots. We're having that option too. And then we're having on the other part, if we're going deeper into the extra content that the game is providing. The first part going to be is the campaign. If we go for the drill ground, then we'll see we're having a campaign where we can be testing and use strategy with the different type of units we're having. It's not just like put some random units with officers and then boom, just send them in and you're good to go. Doesn't work that way. So these campaigns will be actually helping us to know exactly and new techniques and new strategies to be able to actually proceed into the campaign. Even if it shows you that you're able to clear it without any type of issues, it's still really good to actually know exactly the type of units you're having, and at the same time to be building a different strategy around and technique. And it's providing a real-time combat, which is extremely rarely in the games right now. So it's an extra plus for this game, which is really, really good, because personally, I do love to be having some type of games that is actually providing a real-time combat that add more excitement into me to be able to keep going and go deeper into the game and mechanics and everything like this. And we're having as well some kind of idling in this one, where we're going to be getting XP, Air Force XP, and Arms XP. These will be used for upgrading the units. As an example, we're having so many options we can be upgrading. We're having the Tiger one of my favorite units. We're having Sherman, Firefly, and we're having the rocket launcher. There is as well, if we go to the next thing, going to be the officers. The officers is considered the heroes in this game. They provide 2 type of things to the units. We're having the basic skills for them or bonuses. The skills is when you're applying the officer as the leader of a unit. And then we're having even passive skills that will be applied to the troops and not just by having a skill from that officer. So if we go for the armory as an example, here we can actually switch the type of units, the officers for these units. And then it's just gonna show you exactly what you're gonna be getting from this one. As an example, for the unit I'm having, BM13, this one here, I'm having this hero, this officer as a captain, and then we're having the first skill will be applied on this unit, as well as the passive too. We're having an aid officer, and that one will be helping by some extra stats from the skills she got. And we can simply play around and try different type of techniques and pairing with the officers, which is really good. There is 4 type of resources that is mainly getting used in the game. We're having gold, we're having the funds or the money, we're having steel, we're having oil, and we're having the last one gonna be the troops. One of the good things I find it's in this game going to be the part with the troops. Here we're not really need to be worried about having resources to be getting units. Yeah, to be training it's having some type of resources to be consumed. But at the other hand, we're having the units or the people that is actually going into the trucks and all your units to be helping to actually use them. We're having it generated over time, which means that you're not going to be lacking of any units at all. And then we're having many ways to be getting the resources. We're having the resources buildings in the base itself. We can as well collect it by sending any troops over there to be getting it. As an example, we're having one over here where we're able to be gathering oil from, as well as we're having monsters or mobs or whatsoever you want to call it that we can be attacking it. We're having raven bunkers. We're having as well the some trucks or armies from the ravens were able to attack and could get some extra resources. And just like any other RTS game, we're having the alliance in the game. The alliance will be helping with the huge things. We're having the research, extra research. We're having a specific store for it, which includes fragments or statues to be collecting and work on heroes. And of course, not to forget, we're having the VIP, we're having extra resources will be given even more. And of course, like any other games, it's really important to actually go into an active alliance. Moving on to the next thing going to be the VIP system. Of course, the game having just like any other games VIP system. But the good thing actually here that the difference from this game, which I truly like, compared to any other games, that the VIP you're getting it for free. You're getting XP, daily XP, and the VIP you're able to be using gold to be increasing it. And on the top of that, it is actually active for you. You don't need to be buying a monthly card for the VIP or pay a big amount of gold to be activating it. You're having it totally, completely for free, which is really, really a plus to the game. There is as well more content that I have not mentioned in this video, but really, there is a huge amount of things that at some point you will be having the feeling that you're overwhelmed from all kind of content that you need to keep up with, from upgrading units, improving them, to upgrade the officers, increase their skills, level them up, etc., etc., etc. But in the end, the game is providing a good collection of content for us players that will be really keeping us entertained. Moving on to the next thing going to be the events that's available in the game. There is a good amount of events. Some of them can be free-to-play friendly, some can be pay-to-play, but the free-to-play friendly events is almost all of them. If we're checking the first week, I've been playing the game for 3 days actually. We can see over here, where is that one? A lead command. Here you'll see that this is going to be the one where you're going to be having extra points, extra rewards from just increasing your power. For me, I'm already at the 1.45 million, and it's just totally completely for free. So it's really, really good actually to be reaching that in just 3 days. Yeah, it will be too hard to get the highest reward, which includes an base skin, but still, it is a free-to-play friendly. There is as well extra events. We're having the Logan Pulse, we're having the mutual benefits, and as well, we're having some more events, even more. We're having the gain ground. This one is connected to your alliance, and you're getting as well, like usual, more rewards. Pretty much this is one of the top games I've actually played. And yeah, I'm kind of even regretting I didn't really play this from a long time ago because I have seen the game from when it actually have released, but I wasn't really interested in trying it out. But now I finally have got the chance to put my hands on the game and play it till now. So basically, I'm gonna give really a 9 out of 10 on the game. It's having a huge amount of events in the game. We're having more content that's gonna be keeping us entertained for a very long time. The upgrade system in the game is really good. We're having just the need of resources is the only thing to do. And we're having the OPS center, we having drill ground, we're having the barracks to be working on the unit, we're having officers, we're having the resources buildings, we're having so much things to do in the game. If you would like to be sharing your thoughts about the game, feel free to share it with me in the comments. That will be more than great to be actually hearing what you guys think about the game. And personally, I'm enjoying it, and we will be having a good adventure in this game. Write to me in the comments your thoughts about it and what type of content you would like to see from me in the game. I'm gonna be making more content to the game. This was just the start. See you all with another one. Till then, take care and make sure liking the video, subscribe to the channel to not be missing any of my videos in the future. See you all.